hit good arm position, you're not skipping high or far. It's almost in place. You're marching, and you're hitting the ground heel first, hopefully toes off the ground. And we're going to go 20 meters. When you strike the ground, it's silent because you're using muscles in the right order. So try to plant the heel and feel rolling through the foot. So we're looking at shoulder axis and hip axis undulation and harmony. We're looking at the dynamics. Can they get dorsiflex? Can they roll through the foot? Is it symmetrical on both sides? What's the long axis doing? What's the stability? What's the reactiveness off the ground? It's a pretty good group. Second drill, knee skip. So after you block, you let the lower leg swing. Let it swing out about 30 degrees. You'll come back with your heel. You'll grab fast with your heel. So we're looking at negative foot speed, negative shin speed, negative thigh speed. Maintenance of dorsiflexion while we're swinging backwards. Arm positions are in a good strength position. Ready? Go. Quiet, silent. Hands well off the hip behind you. So things that I'm noticing, a lot of asymmetry. What I'm seeing on the right side, I'm not seeing on the left. Small variations. So we're multi-directional. So what we're going to do is a backward walk now. You're going to fold the knee. You're not going to lift the knee. You're going to keep the femur extended. You're going to fold the knee and reach back and land flat-footed. It's a walking drill. If you have real balance problems, stop and double support again before you go to the other leg. So you're going to turn around. I don't want you looking backwards, so look at a post right in front of you and use that to keep yourself centered in your lane. Look out here, find a landmark. Don't worry about your arm coordination, just let it hang. So you're going to reach back. This gives us information what's going on a lot in the anterior chain. Are the obliques working in harmony? Is the psoas iliacus releasing? Does the quadricep have enough glide to propel equally and balance? Okay, here we go. Walk. As you get confident with that ability, try to take bigger strides if you can. Try to put your heel down. So this is a dynamic flexibility for the posterior chain. So you can see some of our people are pretty tight, can't reach back very far. So there's an imbalance. There's been way too much stimulation going forward and not enough going backward. Some of our people are wobbling. So this drill is super slow motion. It's giving us information about deep stabilizers, slow twitch muscle chains. So we're going to kick it up a notch. Rugby guy. We're going to do the same idea, but we're going to skip. So you got to have rhythm. Whenever you're ready, go. Skip, double bounce, and reach. Reach way back. See how far you can reach. Still plant. Flat-footed. Not bad. You surprised me. I take it back. Alright, so in that exercise it's more ballistic, there's more elastic contribution. So I saw a lot less instability because they're using other mechanisms to stabilize. So if they're moving this group, you cheat and adapt and have contingencies. But if they're moving backwards slow or coming out of a change in direction backwards, this whole group has issues. So there's a gap. All right, we're going to face the tower sideways. Hands on your hips. So you're going to do a lateral shuffle. You're going to reach out, feet back together. We want to see the shoulders stay level. and parallel to the line of movement. You don't want them moving. You guys are stature. You want your hip axis to stay level and not oscillate. You want your foot axis to be perpendicular to the line of movement. Use your arms to judge how you're doing. If you're really rocking and rolling, press in hard with your thumbs. That'll hyperactivate the glute sequence and try to stabilize some things. It's a trick. All right? What are we watching? These axes, the long axis of the foot. You'll notice supination, pronation, opposites as they're going laterally. And we're looking at symmetry, range of movement, timing of movement. So we're just going to go to the first cone. Go. Now this is a teaching tree. You can do these at different speeds, at different heights as there's mastery. You can throw balls to people. You can have them hold balls in different positions. It's just, this is a fundamental tree to work off of. All right, come back in the other direction now. I want a little feedback from the athletes, like, was it easier going to your right? What changed? What did you notice going to your right that you didn't notice going to your left? So we do a lot of foot analysis and ankle analysis on this movement. You can get a lot of information what's going on down there. We're also watching when we move, the femur undergoes slight rotations, and it's in harmony with the tip-bib complex. So we're watching how those move in that activity. Same thing. Now we're going to do a crossover. So you're going to step across with your left foot and back to stance. Step across with your left foot and back to stance. If you have a tight IT band or tight TFL or lateral structure, your hip's going to want to flare, and you got to fight that. Go. Keep your right hip's flaring. Fight. Slow it down and fight. Use your bump. There you go. You feel how tight it is? Feel it wanting to sneak away? Slow it down and burn through that tightness. Going at walking speed, so we're addressing the deep muscle systems and chains and the slow twitch stabilizer. When you get to the line, go back the other direction. So you're crossing the right foot over. Shoulders level. Shoulders parallel to the line of movement. Same out of the hip axis. Foot axis perpendicular. Look at the supination of the foot and how smoothly it rolls to pronation, or does it even roll to pronation? Like in this case, big supination, no pronation. So when she sprints, she's pronating off the second ray, not the big toe. That's an energy leak. So, anybody veer? More going to your left or right? Left. So there's a problem, right? Quickest way between 2 points? Straight line. So already, do you need technology to see that? No. They knew it right away. Up a notch. Check you out. Now we're going to go brain switching. So we're doing a walking karaoke. You cross in front, come back, cross behind. So we're seeing how anterior switches to posterior, the lobe, central loop. Here we go. So notice if the hips stay pretty good on the crossover, but on the cross behind they flare, then you know you have an anterior issue. Square. Come on, guys. Be mindful. You get to the line, go the opposite direction. this with our marathoners, middle distance runners. It's a great screen for foot disturbances. Most endurance runners really struggle stepping behind with foot dynamics and foot movement schemes. Anybody a middle distance runner? Did you see some problems stepping behind? My hypothesis is proven correct. Again, I ain't gonna change channels. I'm gonna do a straight leg scissor bound. So guys, your arms are straight, your knees are straight. So you're scissoring, you're bounding. I don't want big ones, just relax, bounding. You're grabbing with the heel, no toes. This will give us some information what's going on with the glutes, the erectors, the QLs, the high hammy, the ability to control the foot to a long axis movement. We're looking at contact time to flight time, the axes relationships, long axis, what the foot's doing, what's happening. Is the ilium going into anteversion, back to neutral, to retroversion? Ready? Go. Heel first bounding. Yep. Toes off the ground. Don't let your toes touch. And again, it's a teaching tree. Do we go fast? Do we go slow? Do we go higher? Do we go longer? Do we go long? Depends on the objective of the workout and what. Right now, I want everybody to do a quarter squat. Scissor down, quarter squat posture. You're going to keep those knee angles crossed. You're not going to extend. This is just a snapshot of what's going on. Low hamstrings, popliteus, plantaris, upper gastroc soleus. Toes off the ground, ankles cocked, knees bent, hips bent, ankle bent, scissor bounding in a flex posture. Ready? Go. You got it. This rugby guy's incredible.
He was what?
Sammy, you said he was a motor moron. I think this guy's all right. Hey, what did you feel different, straight-legged to flex-legged? Shorter range? That's normal. We'd expect that.
Speed.
Anything else muscle-wise? You felt retarded? So coordination. Will you ever get in this position in a game?
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't run like that,
No. But I bet you your first two steps might be like that sometimes. Especially if you're running out of the pub after closing time and the taxi's leaving. I bet you that's a posture you use. What did you notice?
Felt a little turbulence.
Okay.
Yeah, both feel like quite squirmy. Kind of wanted to like go forward.
So you had postural issues.
Yeah, but just kind of.
One leg or the other? Different? The same? All right. Right. Now, if you don't take anything away from this morning, this next series, please hold on to. It's our Plan B series. So if people are injured or on the rehab route back, this is a series we use to move them along the spectrum, the continuum. We call it our dribble series. And there's three heights. We recover the foot around the ankle joint. We call that ankle dribbling. On the top of the calf, that's calf dribbling. And above the knee, that's knee dribbling. There's two shapes we use. We use concentric, which is a perfect circle. So what we see on the front side, we want to see on the back side. And there's elliptical or egg shape. And with the egg shape, you have more displacement, more range. So the egg shape is more advanced than the concentric circle. So we're just going to do concentrics today. So a perfect circle. So I want you to pick up your right foot and mimic a small circle around your ankle joint. Ankles cocked, toes up, like you're on a little bitty bicycle. Way too big. Small, baby. All right? Now, what does this teach? They're going to amortize when they land. They're going to extend up, so they're training amortization awareness, vertical force, movement schemes, force, duration, velocity. So to clear my knee, I got to push up harder and faster to buy time for the alarm to allow the revolution. So this is a way kids that over push horizontally, they're terrible at this because they don't have any sport literacy at the differentiation of vertical movement solutions. Ready? Now, because you're low and small, your arms are going to be low and small. They're not going to be big. And we're going to go at jogging speed. So I want to see bounce. I want to see extension when you push up and flexion when you land. So let's everybody just flex a little and stand up. Flex a little, stand up. That's all we're doing, not much. Michelle's done this already, so I'm going to have her take off first so you guys can get a snapshot. We're going to go to the second cone. So she's going to start. You take a picture, and I'll tell you guys to start. Ready? Okay, rest of you go. Now, why are hurdlers so good at this? Because that's how they run between the hurdles. They can't run big. They have to modify their gait to fit it in on the spacing. Pretty good. You could all work a little more, laying up way back in the heel. Keep the toe off the ground. Don't even let your toe touch as you push off. We're working the foot in tree. So we can play with speeds. So this is a plan B. Say we have an acceleration workout, hamstrings a little tight. We'll do the workout this way. Greg Rutherford can go 6.7 seconds for 60 meters over the ankle. It's a close plan B. So I'm going to ask you guys to go relax, like you just did to this cone, and then to the second cone, I want you to try to increase speed. Keep this perfect shape. Keep the foot dynamic. Ready, go? Relax. Get a map. Feel what you're doing. Perfect circle. All right, let's amp. So, rainy day, facility restrictions. I can create a workout in 10 meters or 20 meters. Not that's my goal, but I can crush you. If you know how to do work to rest ratios and demand accountability. We'll kick it up a notch. We're going to go over the calf now. So it's a bigger circle, but we still want it concentric. Michelle will give us a demo, and I'll call you guys to come in behind me. Okay, go. Heel first, no toes on the ground. Perfect circle. Very good. So you can see ankle compared to calf. On the calf, they had to push up with more vertical velocity and more vertical force to buy time to do the revolution. God be with you. Over the knee. Ready? Go. You got skill, man. This guy's been sandbagging. I'm impressed. Oh. You got a limb injury? We got excels. We'll pick one of these shapes. Maybe we'll do all three. We got a speed workout. Same thing. I got 400 meter runners, 800 meter runners, little ding. We're doing intervals this way. We actually cue some guys at the end of the race where they lose form. Change your cycle mindset. Drop down and run over your ankles coming home because it's more economical. Where was Michael Johnson? Figured a few things out with gait dynamics. All right, and you can interplay with specificity. So we're going to go over the ankle. We get to this cone, you're going to go over the calf. Ready, go? had more space, you could take it over the knee. You know, so that's an ascending variable. Now, sport specific. Michelle has some big strides off the block, and she has to get medium strides to get to the first hurdle. And then in between the hurdles, she has really low recovery gates. So we would do a descending workout with her. So we're going to start over the knee, then over the calf to the cone, and then over the ankle home. Ready? Just Michelle, you guys are operating. Go big, medium, and ankle. So that's more hurdle specific. That would be her block start, first few steps, transition to the hurdle, in between hurdles. So in changing direction field towards sport, this is going on. You're big at certain times, you're medium at certain times, you're small at certain times. So you have to give movement context to the people. All right, we'll finish with you guys. We're going to go to this cone over the ankle. Really slow. Just slow. When you get to the cone, I want you to switch over the calf as fast as you can do it at the stage. Ready, go. For team sport coaches, you can make this more open chain. You can do it on command. You do it multi-directional. You can throw things at people. You can bump people. So, one of the middle distance girls.
Without any.
Are you shy?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Yes.
It's all love. It's all love. So, you ever been in a race where you get bumped, kicked, or whatever? Upset you? Yeah. So, we need to train for this. So I'm going to have you dribble over your ankle at a relaxed pace, and I'm going to bump you, and you got to get back in stride, okay? Ready? You don't know when I'm going to bump you, where I'm going to bump you, how I'm going to bump you, what I'm going to bump you. So that's obstruction training. Thanks, you walked back. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so we have a lot more exercises and teaching adaptations off this, but this is the core that we do every day, some form or fashion. If they're really injured, we go really slow and really small and really short. If they're endurance athletes, we might go farther. How you manipulate, work the rest ratios, sets, reps. That's the art of coaching. But these are the essentials. We good so far? All right, next. Do a similar thing with plyometrics because sprinting is elastic utilization. We feel you have to train elastic movement. You have to have general movement literacy elastically, and then we evolve into sport literacy elastically. So this is what we call our rudiment series, meaning basic, fundamental, rudimentary. It's multi-directional. We're moving forward, backwards, lateral. If I didn't want to injure somebody, we would have spins, twists, turns, open chain. We're going to just do the simple stuff. All right, hands on hips. Do a tweak. That's all the lower you're allowed to go. No big wind-ups. We're going to jump 10 centimeters in height, and you're going to travel 15 centimeters in distance. So it's a baby jump. Feet relatively together. We'll let Michelle demonstrate. Single. That means one jump. Yep. A double. Triple. You guys got the idea? Hang in there. When they get with you, then you join in. Single. Land on your heels, toes off the ground. Your toes are not allowed to touch the ground at any time. Your working foot intrinsics. Double. Triple. Double. Repetitive all the way to me. Non-stop. Land on your heels, toes up. Don't overflex. Good. Pretty good group. So they're feeling, I got this. Turn around. You're going to lift your toes and push off your heels. You're going to drive yourself off your heels. When you land, you're going to be flat-footed. So it's like a glide shot putter. You're going to push off your heel. Single. Double. Triple. Double. Single. Triple. Repetitive. And stop. Walk to the line. So did you see a little less confidence?
You trying to push through the field?
Yep. Yeah. That's a problem. That's a virus. You got to coach it, detect the error, and try cues on it. Stand on your right foot. Single. Double. Land on your heels. Keep the toes off the ground. Triple. Switch legs. Single. Double. Triple. And relax. Walk to the cone.
Just the intentional pushing through the hill, or you literally want to see them push through the hill?
If you're going forward, you're going to push from mid-arm. If you're going backwards, you push.
Dan, do you ever do it barefoot or?
If they have a history of barefoot work, yes. Otherwise, it's too much stress. Okay, face the old building. Hands on your hips. Double-legged laterally. Single. Yep. Double. Triple. Okay, we're going to change direction. Come back to me. Single. Double. Triple. Double. Relax. So, what are the progressions? As they get better, we go higher. We go farther. We want complexity, throw things at them, or have them hold things in different postures. So everybody's saying, whoa, you made it. No, not yet. Turn around. Stand on your right leg only. Going backwards, you're going to push off the heel, land flat-footed. Single. Double. Triple. Double. Triple. Relax, walk to the cone. So you can see going backwards in single support, way less control. So going forward, they're compensating. They've figured out solutions, but when we go in a novel direction, that magnifies that there's problems in the foot ankle. They're just covering it up when they go forward. They're totally exposed going backwards. How we doing? You blowing? No? Face the tall building. And we only do this single support medially. We don't go laterally because the IT band's usually too tight anyway. I want you to bend your right knee behind you, foot behind you. So you're going sideways on your left foot. Single. So we're looking at knee control, valgus, varus factors, double.
I've been doing these both ways.
Ankle
I've been doing these
stability,
both
foot
ways.
intrinsics, triple.
Yeah, I didn't know.
What are these axes doing? Shoulder axis, hip axis, single,
Change direction stuff, yeah.
double, triple,
Slow impulse as well.
switch feet, going back, opposite direction, No, stay how you're switch. There you go. Single, double, triple, double, and relax. Walk to the line. So these things are multi-directional. Why? Because we compensate in our normal activities. When we do novel activities, now we're seeing a true picture of the three-dimensional movement expression capability of the joint. All right, now we're going to go, good luck, a little rhythm dynamic. So we're going to look at brain switching here. So we're going to go to the second cone. We're going to go right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And when you switch sides, don't go big. I want everything real small. Ready, go. Heel first, toes off the ground. Nice extension. So if you've done Irish dancing, you should be pretty good. Heel first. All right, so again, this is a movement screen. It's a kinesthetic screen. You have to give us feedback. Feeling. We're filming from different perspectives and analyzing, visiting with the therapist. Hey, what do you think here? What could be the cause? We're trying on different cues to make correction. So that's how we use the warm-up in this plyometric scheme. Start physical and sport literacy process with these people. Everybody okay? So we'll finish. Have everybody do some acceleration. We're going to look at the big rocks. Rhythm-wise, we should see bump, 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 a uniform template. Stride length should increase every step. Stride frequency should get faster every step. The attack angle lessens each step. The time on the ground decreases each step. Time in the air increases for big rock. All right, it's wet, it's spongy, stay under control. Let's accelerate up to say 80%. We're going to accelerate to the second cone. Please slow down smartly, 50 or 4/3 second. Don't slam on the brakes. And then walk back after you're done. All right? You're up. Elbows stayed constant. There's no angulation. From here on, stride length didn't grow. It stayed the same. Attack angle, big stuff, not too bad. So a lot of her problem was once she got up and the arm angulation factor. So in your next excel, I'm going to give you one thing to monitor. I want you to feel your elbows open and closing more. Okay, you're up. It's showtime. Right. Two biggest viruses for me. Elbow angles constant. Everything was backside. Nothing on the front side. So she doesn't know how to change the time on the ground. She's staying on the ground the same amount of time, and that's retarding the stride behind her. Okay, Michelle? So fairly efficient, but if I'm going to nitpick, because she's a hurdler, once she's upright, she goes to frequency. So she stopped getting stride length in here because of her hurdle training. So I wouldn't correct her, that's just her, but I'd be aware of it. If she ever wanted to run a 100-meter race, then we'd have to figure this one out. All right, big time. It's It's on you. You.
Overstepping.
All right, the big standout for me was right at the start, she's bum kicking. So the cycle recovery height should grow if you're applying force correctly. So people that start a lot of cycling right out of the start are not applying enough force. So my feedback to you, next run, your first 2 steps, I want you to feel like you're on the ground forever. You're feeling big extension. Hey, don't get hurt, man.
I literally just said that.
Tight hips.
All right, typical rugby guy doesn't want to get hurt. First few steps, I got 0 information. Just like, let's get going. But after that, good stuff. Lot of injury stuff going on. So once he got upright, he's got knees going out here. He's got elbows doing this. So he's in dire need of some joint therapy. All right, so we're back to you, superstar. One thought, open and close the elbows. Better. So you could see where she was rotating and the spine shifted and how much. So when your elbows are constant, you start rotating more and more and more, and your arms start coming across your body. And you get down to the workout and your back's tight as all get out because you haven't timed it up. Okay, what was your virus?
I didn't hear you say it.
Elbows.
Elbows.
Yeah. Open and close. Yep. Little better. That's pretty entrenched. So she tried the first few steps and then she said, ah, hell with it. Better early. Anyway.
You're going to try to do a 100 start?
Yeah, let's do a 100 start where every stride just gets a little longer.
Try it.
Good, much better. So she's a smart athlete. We identified the ball just spinning once she got up. Now she opened up and had the stride like. Good.
Staying on the ground longer at the start.
You got it. First 2 steps is going to feel like forever. There. So was the heel recovery height considerably less? Yeah. You don't drag your foot and do all that bullshit to control it. You've got to set it upright and apply force correctly. That's what influences biomechanics, not some artificial corrections. Give me just a little more of those first 2 steps. But don't get hurt. All right, not bad. So now that he expressed it, what would you say? No stride length at the start. It was just all cadence. So he's not really